Yeah, so I took a week off of work so that I can make more art. In this video, you'll see me go plein air painting. So plein air painting basically is paint outside. So you usually take an easel or something so that you can prop up your canvas or surface that you're going to paint on, and then you can take that with you on the go. So I decided to start off this week by going to Greenhill Park. Greenhill is right next to a river, so it's really convenient to just have river access. This is the spot that I decided to set up at. Here you can see I built this rough, very rough easel. It's a sketch easel, kind of inspired by James Gurney and his easel design. He has a whole Facebook group and tons of videos on his easels and how he builds them out. This is not, this is influenced by that, but this is just me finding a couple planks of wood and slapping them together. All I did was put those torque hinges on it, and this was actually a failed one, but I needed something to paint this week. And all I did was cut out a piece of black leather and glued that on the surface just so I had something soft to put stuff on. But yeah, so this is a watercolor sketchbook. My plan was to do as many of these as I could this week. Ended up doing about 4 paintings, I think. But yeah, so this watercolor, I'm just sketching on there with a B graphite pencil. You just load the lead in there, it's pretty awesome. And then have these clamps and just getting water from the river. Yeah, so I started the sketch here, and you can see I'm just painting looking up the river, so the water's flowing towards me. It just had this really nice bend in the distance, and then the mountains in the background, so all that light reflection to hitting the water. I get to that eventually. So one of the biggest things in this stage is when you're plein air painting is making sure that you get the light patterns that you want. And this day was partly cloudy, so the light you'll see in the video goes in and out all day. So here I think I start breaking out the acrylic gouache. You can see it on the palette there. Basically it's just Liquitex Basics acrylic gouache. It's not the best gouache out there, but for the purposes that I'm using it, just getting quick color down, I think it works fine. It's a little tacky, but acrylic gouache, once you put it down, you can't reactivate it like normal gouache, like a designer's gouache or something, which is actually what I'm probably more used to, is like Winsor & Newton's designer gouache. That's what I learned in college with, but this acrylic gouache is nice because, if you get the paper wet or something like that, you're not going to ruin your painting. Or if it rains or something, your gouache isn't going to run. The biggest thing with gouache too is contrast. Watercolor takes so much time to build up contrast because you have to do it in layers. Gouache, you can just really treat it like acrylic, which is basically what this is. You just lay down an opaque layer. And acrylic gouache is nice because you can layer on whites pretty easily, whereas in like designer's gouache or something like that, you have to kind of be considerate of your lighter tones over your dark tones because it'll reactivate the layers beneath. But here, you just kind of go for it, treat it like acrylic. It's just the consistency, and it dries matte, which is really nice for this kind of work. But yeah, focusing on painting light over dark here to get that foliage shining through. But you're fine wherever. Oh yeah, you're fine. You're fine.
Gorgeous. This is my favorite place.
I love it. Yeah. I grew up
like,
swimming here and everything, so.
And yeah, you can probably see changes, right?
Oh yeah.
Like
oh yeah.
10 years ago, plus, is it wider, fuller?
Yeah, I mean it used to be like all the way up here.
All the time, right?
Yeah, all the time. But it's kind of gradually gone down. We used to be able to like canoe and kayak, but now you can't. From like here down to Dixie Caverns, it's almost impossible.
Yeah. I know, it's like you're gonna get stuck on the way down. I mean, we have done it, but yeah.
Well, I did it too. Gosh, probably 5, 6, 7 years ago.
Oh, okay.
And me and my cousin went, and we carried the canoe more than we paddled it.
Yeah.
You can look at it.
That is so good.
Thank you. Oh, come on over. You're fine. Don't mind one bit. Come look a little closer, Phil. You're fine.
Oh my.
wrapped up anyways.
Can I take a picture of that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Can I?
Yeah. Yeah, if y'all like YouTube, I'm actually record and post my stuff to YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Seth Booth Art. So this will be
Seth
Booth Art. Yep.
They do YouTube.
Yeah, I love YouTube.
I don't do. their dad, my son, does YouTube a lot.
Oh, there's a lantern bug. I think that's
Ooh,
what
those
it's
are
called.
not good. Supposed to kill you. They're very invasive. That's all I know about them.
Yep.
Okay, now I found one.
Yeah, that's really good.
Thank you.
And see, all I do is take pictures.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
works.
You
My
gotta,
mom. I love how you did the mountain in that.
that's gorgeous.
Oh my
You come here a lot?
No, so I'm taking a week off of work, and I'm just doing the whole week plein air painting, and then I'm gonna record it and post it to YouTube and all that.
There
But
you go.
Wait, so can I be in the video?
you want to be in the video? Yeah. Hold on. You gotta.
Hi, subscribe.
There you go. So yeah, day 2. I was super inspired from yesterday's painting that I wanted to find a new scene that was a little different. I really enjoy nature landscapes, and being on the river was awesome. And meeting that family was inspiring as well. But I wanted to find something a little bit more industrial, which is why I came into Roanoke City. Setting up the easel here, and in just a minute you'll see kind of a catastrophe strike as I'm setting up. Yeah, so my easel fell and it broke off the T-nut on the back, and had to do some last minute repairs with a staple gun, which I luckily had in my vehicle, so it didn't disrupt too badly. Quick repairs and back at it, setting up this easel. So yeah, I'm here in downtown Roanoke looking up at Mill Mountain. And so we have this giant star in Roanoke that sits atop Mill Mountain. There's a story behind it. If you're interested in it, go look at it. It's pretty cool, but this scene is really interesting because you have the railroad that goes right through kind of the middle ground of the scene. And so I really like that as kind of a subject, and then really the star is like a tertiary subject in my mind. But this bridge had a lot of really cool texture and everything. So here you can see I'm just working on the sketch, getting kind of a composition together. So yeah, I decided to go against having a full spread this time. I wanted to just focus on kind of keeping it within this frame of the bridge. So just laying down some first colors here. I'm not too worried about getting accurate colors. I just want to get like a pretty solid local color down so that I can work on top of it, since I'm using acrylic gouache. It's very opaque, so I can cover up pretty easily. Like that sky is not the same blue that I want, but it's a good base tone for me to work off of, just to start killing the white. One thing that I'd like to explore a little bit more is putting a ground down onto the paper before I start. So basically having like a flat color that I paint over top of, rather than having just that blank white staring at you.
Peace, be still, my darling. All is well, my darling. Your anxious heart may as well be stone. Oh, it weighs you down deeper than you know. Yeah, it weighs you down deeper than you know. Peace, be still, my darling. All is well, my darling. Your anxious heart may as well be stone. Oh, it weighs you down deeper than you know. Yeah, it weighs you down deeper than you know. Oh, darling, don't be scared of time changing us both. Death will leave our bodies, but it'll never touch my soul.
So today I decided to go to Sherwood Memorial Park. This is where my wife works. It's a cemetery and burial park in Salem, Virginia. And so I actually did a job here with my video production studio, making a video for them a couple years ago. And so I was kind of familiar with, all the grounds and everything. And this is where we also do our annual Easter play. They have a huge outdoor amphitheater. Where I'm at now is called Belvedere. It has this really cool scene where they have these 5, I think, standing structures for vaults to go in. And so they're like a bunch of niches. But it's this really cool architectural element that I thought would be really cool to paint. I didn't get super far on this one today because I only had about maybe an hour and a half before I had to be somewhere else. But just got mainly focused on getting the sketch and the local colors down, and start playing with like some shadows and stuff. And maybe I'll finish it one of these days. But it was a really good challenge for me because I tend to like to paint really loose, and so painting in a more tight, meticulous manner, where you really have to consider the different architectural elements. Something that I don't necessarily focus on all the time. So it's what I liked about the previous day's painting, were all the like different architectural elements where you really have to consider like the structure of a thing, opposed to being able to just make up, leaves and grass and trees where they're very organic. This is a very structured architectural element where you have to consider like 90-degree angles and making sure your lines are straight. I can't say it's my favorite thing in the world to paint scenes like this, but I think it was a good practice for me. You can see in different areas where I kind of like let it be a little more loose. But yeah, so I'll just let you finish watching this. Like I said, I didn't get too far on it, so. So one of the really cool things about this location, they have this water feature that runs, so if you're looking at the painting composition, to the left of the composition there's a waterfall that runs down and through this channel, and then there's some steps that go over the water feature up to those niches up there, those little black sections. It's just, it casts this really cool sort of ethereal light onto the structures as well, and so trying to like convey that and capture that a little bit, I think would be really interesting if I had a little bit more time, because those light patterns are really, like I said, they're just a really ethereal component to this scene. And this place is really unique in general because the way it was designed architecturally, you go from one location to another within the structure, and so it almost represents their cycle of life and death and the afterlife, where you walk down through this tunnel and it represents like descending into death, and then you come out into this area where all the burial niches and stuff are, and then you walk up and you ascend back up sets of stairs in between each one of these not sure exactly what they're called, but sets of niches, and it kind of like represents ascending back into heaven or afterlife, whatever that is. So that's a really cool place just to walk around and explore. It's very inspiring just to be there. I went to the beach with my family. So, yeah, this one was just a kind of a more fun, loose painting.
Paint that with a little imagination.
Gotta love my dad's commentary. Let's see, question is, do I want to go across 2 pages? I feel like I should.
For panoramic, yeah.
Yeah,
I would. Because you can get a lot more. That's going to look cool if you paint the dudes over there with the heads and that stuff sticking up.
Yeah. My dad has always been one of my biggest proponents for my artwork. He's actually one of the main inspirations from my childhood. He did some oil painting when I was younger, and so watching him kind of dabble in that and kind of, you know, put paint to canvas and just move it around and be fluid with it has been really inspirational to me growing up.
What's he painting?
Everything you see.
You drawing that? You drawing? Is he drawing that? Is he drawing that? They're up. They're right here. You said everything you see.
Alright, smart butt.
That.
Your little smart bud. You just had one. That's what I'm talking about. How you just sketch that out so fast, man.
What do you mean?
Like the ear.
It's all wrong. I fudged like all the
I can't pull
proportions.
this up though. Can't pull it up like you can. It's all one.
But I mean, you still just
But it's
sketch it
what I
out.
want to
Yeah.
do, you know. So this is the ugliest stage, so
No, it's nice and pretty and sunny out here again. It won't come up anything.
you gotta love my nieces and nephews hanging around watching me paint, asking questions. Nalia, one of my nieces, she is an artist as well, and so she is always kind of hanging around looking and asking questions, and she's actually she's way more talented than I was at that age. You know, I'm talented at all, but yeah, some of the stuff that she's been doing has been really good, and you know, if I had seen that at that age, I would have been super impressed. And I'm still impressed to this day what she can do. But like every artist, she's her biggest critic, so it's always a joy to be able to, you know, be there and help her out with different things and just make some art together. But
You're standing right in there. I know, man. I just said, dude, you just make that look too easy.
On taco, they're ready.
Yeah.
You want to take a break and eat stuff?
yeah, I'll be in there in a minute.
Come on, Layla.
I'm going. Oh, he'll survive.
I think that's one of the biggest plights of an artist is when you're in the middle of something and in the flow. It's so hard to stop because if you stop and for me anyways, if I walk away from something too long, I'll lose that flow state, that motivation to keep going and to finish it. Because in my mind, it's already sort of, you know, wrapped up and reached a point of completion for me personally. And so, you know, everybody else went in and ate dinner and I'm sitting here painting away outside, which honestly, I wouldn't want it any other way. Being on vacation with family is awesome. And I really had a great time this week. This weekend we went over Labor Day. And but it is hard to film, you know, a video with your family around and stuff. But they're all super understanding, and you know, they're awesome and big proponents of my art and everything. But I just set up a suction cup rig on a window and trying to film in between everybody walking through and whatnot. But overall, it was really fun. Alright. I'm gonna put Nalia in here somewhere.
What, me?
Yeah, I'm gonna put you in here and I'll flip this back. Okay.
Yeah.
Shirt. Where do you want to be? See, I told my niece Nalia there that I was going to add her into the painting. Because again, you know, throughout this week, I felt like, you know, I can paint a scene, but if I can add someone in the scene, that's something I've been trying to do recently with these kinds of paintings and explorations is, you know, not just have a landscape, which is really easy to do, but to have someone in the landscape.
Wait, I'm the hair in my bun?
I don't know, I just did whatever.
Wait, who put my hair in a bun? Did you put my hair in a bun? Oh, I was like, I didn't put my hair in a bun. I know that.
I just wrapped it around and tucked the edge
He's
back
in a
into it.
ponytail.
Hopefully she's okay being in the video. If not, sorry, Nalia.
You gotta go eat.
I got it.
No tacos left.
I can put bananas.
This side.
Oh, this side is Java right here. Cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do?